Hey guys, it's me again, and if you hear these strange sounds, I am sitting on my mother's bed because your girl's tired. Been doing a lot today, so that's why the hair looks a little interesting because she's been quite busy. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is, well, the day that I thought I was actually going to lose my finger from catching on my own nonsense. And it was bad. It was so bad because I couldn't understand what was happening. And you'll see on the pictures that I include in the video, it was quite creepy. But this happened quite a while ago. I've been holding on to these photos for safekeeping, and yeah, I was basically busy in the lounge, and I decided to move the cupboards to the other side, and I did quite a bit that day. I moved the cupboards, I moved the TV, I moved the couches to the other side, I moved the table to the other side. Like everything that was on one side I moved to the other, so everything was moved to opposite sides. Like I don't know why I'm elaborating on this, but the way that it was before, certain things were on the left, certain things were on the right. I just swapped them, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just randomly had the feeling to do that one day. But after moving every single thing I could, I remember I was dusting off and I was about to sit down and I couldn't understand why I was getting this sharp pain in my hand. And it was so sore. I couldn't understand because out of everything that I moved, I couldn't remember knocking my finger at all. So, and the place where it was knocked didn't make sense to me. Didn't make sense to me at all. So for those of you who know me from my other channel, I tend to look between cameras. I don't know why. And my hair is such a mess. I still have another video to do today, and yeah, I'm gonna look funny. Yeah, it was swollen. It was so swollen, and the vein was blue, which freaked me out. So it basically was as if the vein wanted to pop out, and the pain felt like the vein wanted to pop out of the skin, which was something I'd never experienced before, ever. But what I basically did was try to keep it as cold as possible with anything as iced as possible. So I first tried normally frozen vegetables in a pack. So I tried that, but the heat coming from my hand melted it so fast that it was pretty much useless. So I tried one veggie pack and it melted, then I tried another one and it melted. So I thought, okay, crap, what can I do now? So I was rotating different things, and at the same time we had gardeners outside busy cutting the grass, so every time they walked past the window I was sitting holding something else. First I was holding the veggie pack, I was holding another veggie pack, and then I was holding a frozen thing of pork sausages because I thought, okay, that's quite frozen, maybe that will stay frozen. And then it was also melting. Then I was like, you know what, let me try the chicken. And the chicken actually lasted quite long compared to everything else that I was using. It was insane. But throughout the day, the swelling was starting to go down. My nose is itching. Throughout the day, the swelling was going down. It wasn't as painful, and Eventually the color was changing, but it freaked me out because I think it took a couple of days, maybe even a week, to go away. It was going different shades of blue. At one point it was purple. So, oh. But we saw my doctor. She said everything's fine. So she was like, "Oh, you really hurt your vein. It's bruised." I was like, "Couldn't tell you how I did it. I'm just that good." No idea. But yeah, hope you found some comedy in the tragedy, almost tragedy, of my blue vein somehow almost popping out of my finger.